My broadcast is about why am I broadcasting on two broadcasts? Because the freaking broadcast doesn't show up on my own channel. Hello, Emmanuel. It's like, what is wrong with this app that I can't find my own broadcast that's live right now on my own freaking page? Plus, if I have... Wolf wants me to stop yelling over Paul Green who's singing.
A while ago, for my new record, which is out there and about there. If you're just tuning in, this is it, Long Way Home. This is to Emma. I don't know where I'm at.
I did. It doesn't show up. I'll show you Paul Green. I'm literally on...
Here.
How do I...
Sharpie. I would do another one of these right now, but I don't have a Sharpie. I want to sign it like live for you. Oh, wait a second. No.
And who's outside yelling?
Oh, fish stink. No. This one's to Vivian. Oh, my love. To Chastity. Oh,
no, because Twitter's broken.
Heather,
I have to share it to Twitter myself. The Twitter link is broken, and Pablo said it's fixed, but it isn't.
I need to, I'm going to send a bunch to Europe and Australia, and I should probably send a wackadoodle over to Canada that are signed, so that when I say, hey, this is for you. Mary Moore's got a CD coming. All right. Above all, is that what I'm doing? Yes. And then
what are they outside yelling about?
I should probably end with waving. Okay. Oh, my back is burning.
Let me share this one to Twitter. I have to literally share it myself on social sharing because multi-streaming is broken.
I feel better when it quits hurting.
Pablo said toggle it off, toggle it back on.
Michael Smith doesn't hear. That sounds of all kings. I like it there.
I shared it to one Twitter. Let me share it to the other Twitter. Are you having any trouble, Emmanuel? Oh, I said I was going to show you who's singing. It's Paul Green, official. I'll put it in the chat.
Of all wonders that this world has ever known.
He's a Hallmark Channel actor, and he just had a baby. Let me put in the chat. Let me check my other broadcast, too. Not only can you not merge the broadcast, I couldn't even find the broadcast.
There's no way to measure what your word.
I need to put on my migraine glasses and get some coffee. Here, where's Wolf? Wolf, you come talk to them while I get some coffee. Here's Wolf. He'll hang out. Let me check the other broadcast. It has two people in the other broadcast, which may be me and one other person. Alright, let me go back to where's Paul singing. Which one's... Wolf, I think you're over the one that's singing. Alright.
Above all wisdom and all the ways of man. You were there before the world began.
Magnesium. It looks blurry.
Lay
Sorry for the noise. I was looking for something. What is this? Woof Woof, why are you blurry?
You took the fall. That song brings back so much memories when I was a teenager listening to Michael W. Smith. It was hard to find Christian music that actually I liked. It was all so cheesy in the 80s. I was just like, this is embarrassing. Like, I did not like it. But then here I am singing Carmen, 3 decades later. And Michael W. Smith 3 decades. And I just remember it all. And then you look back at it, and I'm like, it's actually kind of cool. But all my friends were listening to like Ice Cube and Eazy-E and Dr. Dre, and so I had a gangster rap side to my childhood that Mom didn't know about so much. Gangster rap with a side of Carmen is how I grew up. Hid all the rap, and I put on my Christian CDs like out for display, but behind closed doors, I thought I was pretty serious. It's not. It's in C, isn't it? Let's do. Okay, last song, everybody, and then I gotta get ready for. Gotta go check on the Bubba and Kate, and check on everything, and get ready for Paloha's thing. I'm just gonna do it right here. I'm just gonna continue doing this. Although it's going to be vertical and the sound's going to be a poopy. Instagram sound is like, I cringe. I just cringe. Every time I hear it back, when you do Instagram lives as a group, it's like, it's so bad. So I'm praying that maybe we have a miracle and we have a great sound today. I've never once heard an Instagram live. When I do it by myself, it's fine, but whenever you bring someone on, like when I do it with Steven, it's not so good. Thank you for asking about Muzzy. Make sure you check his Instagram to follow his journey a little bit. All right, last song, everybody. Sing along with me.
We can listen to the concert from the beginning, the part I missed. Here, Wolf, get down a second, please. Thank you. I have 2 people in this broadcast, including me, and 4 in this one, including 4. And why I can't even find my own broadcast on my own page is a question I'd like to know. Let me type it in the chat for Pablo. Let me see. Alright, well, if you can go back up there, but let me type it for Pablo. Look, you look blurry. Do I look blurry too?
working in this place. You are here working in this place. I worship you. I worship
At Pablo, Pablo. Twitter does not. And it wrote his name wrong. Let's try again. Pablo. Not twatter, Twitter. Link does not work from phone or studio. Have to share from phone. Why won't it spell Pablo right? Come on, you stupid phone. I know Woof Woof doesn't want me yelling at my broadcast. It doesn't let you edit, it only lets you delete comments. Let me check my other broadcast. And why does Woof Woof look blurry, Pablo? Let me see if I can find both broadcasts on my page. It says Omicron in Oregon. That's not the current strain. Let me go up. It says live. Listen to Christmas music with me. But where's the one I'm on right now? The one that says, where's my freaking broadcast? That one's not showing on my page. Let's try featured. There's nothing under featured. What if I click refresh? Oh, the one with 4. Why is it blurry? It's there, but it's blurry. Okay, there. Where's my freaking broadcast? Now I see it. What about the other ones? Okay, the other live one is not showing up right now. Listen with me. Listen with me. Listen with me. The other one that's live right now is not showing up. And why is this page all blurry? Low battery. Okay, why? Let's see. Wolf, do you know where I can find my other broadcast, since you can calmly look for things? Omicron in Oregon, listen with me. What if I try my feed? Super Mario? He has 848 people in his broadcast. Let's follow him. Let's try following. Louise Poppy. What about random? Okay, well, if you can go back and sit there. I don't know why you're blurry.
Well, back in the day, women needed marriage because they could
What if we put profile again? Go live now. You have fans waiting for new content. Upload something now. Go live now. I'm live on 2 different channels. Why is it asking me to go live? Yes, Woof Woof. I wish everyone a Merry Christmas and all. This makes no sense. Do I have to hit refresh again? Sorry, Woof. It says, there you are, Woof. You're blurry, but you're there. So let's see, where's the other broadcast? Wait, that one. Right there.
Alright, everybody, thank you so much for being here.
It just says, listen with me.
I could literally play that song forever.
Maybe that it's there. It just doesn't say music on it.
Okay, so just really quickly, if you go at 4 o'clock, oh my gosh, happening really quickly. Over to Chris.
No, that's not the right one.
Paluha? I don't know.
Paluha.
9 minutes, 26 seconds. All right. No. Oh, that song. Stop by paulgreen.com if you want to find out everything happening with the cruise and with my podcast. I just released a new episode today. My toe is very aggressive. There we go.
Do you want to end the other one in Woof and see what happens?
If you could share this, that'd be awesome. If you want to be a featured member, there's a VIP group.
Let's end this one and see what happens.
There's a YouTube thingy, and there's a Patreon community so you can be a part of a live audience here in my living room so I can see you. That's really cool. And
Let's
a
see
bunch of other things. I release everything first there. What else? Christmas CEO is still out there somewhere. And Andrew Walker and I are doing a cruise in a year
I
from now.
haven't seen it yet.
So all that's on my Polaha. Okay, that helps, Bettina. Thank you so
Polaha?
much. Polaha.
All right, what about this one? It's
All right,
still
God bless
not
everybody.
there.
I hope you have a beautiful Sunday. Stop by my Instagram or Chris's, and you'll be able to link up. I think it'll show you that I'm live, and I think you just
Featured.
probably go to his because then you'll see the whole
Let's
show.
go back to
mine,
profile.
Go to his, and then you'll see everybody else. All right. Thanks for sharing this. Thanks, Jeanette. Wait, do I have to give something away? Did I choose? Oh, wait. I got to read a text here. I think our winner for Steven's painting arrived. Patricia and McDonald.
Sorry, Wolf. I shouldn't be moving you by your nose like that. Here,
Congratulations.
I'll move you by your feet.
He won my brother's painting that we did together, I think last week or it was before I had a baby, right? Yeah. Austin's 7 days old today.
7 days
The painting
old.
is here. All right, head over to Chris's. Congratulations, Patricia. Please reach out to Ruth Hill to get your address sorted out. And I'm probably forgetting something, but I gotta get going. I gotta go check on the Bubba before I come watch Chris's thing. See you guys real soon. Bye.
All right, let's listen to his from the beginning for 9 minutes before he goes on Instagram. It will be available to watch on Paul Green's timeline shortly. Oh, well, let's... What is this?
Well, my name is Paul Green, and this is my Friday night music show set. It's hot in here. We got a new baby who likes it hot, and this room is. Oh, I have a fan. I should turn my fan on. Bettina, KK, nice to see you. Shirley Resnick, nice to see you. The Wolfpack is here. Hi, everybody. It's been a minute.
5, which means it's counting me.
Well, in light of the video I just premiered, I'm going to play Let It Go. I should probably get my harmonica. Well, I just so happen to have it right here. I was watching this old video today on YouTube of Neil Young when he was just learning harmonicas when he was like a young guy. And he's trying to figure out which one to use, like the G or the C, and I'm like, I can totally relate, like to when I was just learning how to use them. And he's like going through his pockets trying to find his G, and he's like, it's G if you want to grab and play along. It's a cool video. It's for Heart of Gold. Actually, I think I should do Heart of Gold after this because it was cool.
I'm going to try one last time, and I bet the broadcast is not there. It says Omicron in Oregon. Now, where's the one? There's Woof Woof, Blurry Woof Woof. And right now it says listen with me. Listen with me. Listen with me. Where's the other broadcast? I know Woof Woof. I said I wouldn't do that. Let's try one. I'm going to refresh one more time.
Since I've seen your face,
It says please stand by.
it's taken me some time to find my place.
It says listen with me.
Had some troubles trusting love. I was waiting for help from above. From time to time, our story
It's not
went
there.
around. I left out the parts that would burn the whole house down.
That's
Just when life was starting to make sense, tore down a wall.
Let's open Instagram. What is this? Let's open Instagram.
Let it go, 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 go.
Who's the
Freedom for
Instagram?
your soul. Let
How
it
do you
go,
spell Palaha?
go, it'll take everything you own. Let it go, go, go.
Let's see if Lisa posted anything recently. What is this a picture of? What is this? I can't see it. Looking at Boston from my hotel room. I spent too many years in this city. Sometimes it feels like I've forgotten entire chapters of my entire life. Important chapters, formative chapters. Lately, it feels I need to seek out some of those parts of myself that I left behind. What's the other picture?
I made you wrong. I made you pay. I could have done this till my dying days, but now I know I can set you free. I can let it go. I can let it be.
What's this picture?
Let it go.
Travel, home, can't see. Because Woof Woof's, where Woof Woof's sitting is making it the angle so I can't see the computer. Come down here, please. Central Park sunsets. Since when is New York City home? When is that from?
Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Brazil is in the house. Heidi's not feeling so good. We'll feel better soon, Heidi. Thank you, Kayanne. I'm probably going to miss a bunch of things. Mommy and baby are good, Talitha. Thank you for asking. Well, one glad morning when this life is over, I'll fly away to land on joy will never end.
Today's show started a live video about what? Fly away, oh darling. Let's see what the Today Show's doing. Who's that? Kathy Lee Gifford? Alright, hold on, Paul.
Welcome to Happy Hour. I'm in the middle of the Caribbean, and I wanted to jump on with you because
That's not Kathy Lee
first
Gifford.
of all, there's so much going on. We're using this hour to escape and to only bring happy into this conversation and to bring positive energy. And so anything going on in the world, we're not talking about for this hour. It's a time to escape and a time to concentrate because I'm so proud to call Chanel not only a colleague, but a friend, Chanel Jones. And she worked for the past probably year and a half on this project, a documentary airing tonight at 10 p.m. on MSNBC.
About what?
And 10 p.m. Eastern time, as her mother said, 9 p.m. Central. You'll hear that story. No, I'm in a random office for their cheese. So anyway, so she worked so hard on this, and it's such an important story, and I just wanted to really, bring it to life and, ask everyone to watch it because it has so many powerful lessons for all of us. So Chanel, when you get on, we're both kind of technologically challenged, so I want to even see if she knows how to do this. Okay, so you have to request to join me, or I could ask you actually. So let's see here, Chanel. Okay, I invited her. Let's see if that works. So again, hi everyone, welcome to Happy Hour.
What's your name?
We are escaping for the next hour and talking about Chanel and her new project.
Who's Chanel?
And I'm seeing if she's on.
I guess her name is Jill. Is it Jill Zarian?
Oh, Ashley's there. Hey, Ash. Let's see. Okay, she's not on yet. Okay. Not Steals a Deal. So we are. Oh, hey, Lauren. So we're doing Happy Hour tonight. And if you're just joining, we're waiting for Chanel Jones. Let's see. They're technically challenged. I know every time. Did you see the last one? How do I do it? I knew it. All right, so this is Chanel and I. This is going to be really good TV for the next 5 minutes getting her on. Chanel,
No sound. No sound.
Able to get on.
Hello.
Wait, you're on, so don't say anything wild. You're on live right now. Can you hear me? Hello? Can you hear me?
What's the name of the documentary?
Okay, so go to Instagram Live, and I invited you, and just, let's see. So, Chanel, go to Instagram Live. Oh, no volume? I'm going to log back in.
No, it's okay. No, it's okay now. She just ended that. Let's see if...
The Happy Hour from the Caribbean. I am on vacation, but joining you for a very, very special happy hour. So we're going to try this again. Welcome to Happy Hour. I'm Jill Martin. Hi, Katie. We are just waiting for Chanel Jones because we're having her on tonight. Okay, you can hear me. Great. Step one.
The sound was back when you hung
Chanel,
up.
I invited you. I'm going to invite you again. And then just click OK. And for the technologically challenged, what's going on here? I'm so happy so many of you are joining. So I just requested you, Chanel.
Yay!
We got her.
Wait, first of all, Clara, really quickly, just say hi to Miss Jill.
Clara,
So,
beautiful girl. Clara, can I just say one thing? Can you?
hold on, let me turn you up.
All right.
Face so you can see.
Nikki DeLoach is going now.
Do you have good Wi-Fi?
Nick DeLoach is going live now. I'm going to talk to Nick DeLoach.
She's losing Wi-Fi.
Uh-oh, are you
Stop.
not seeing? Are you guys not seeing?
Nick DeLoach. Low battery. Nick DeLoach.
Ding dong, ding dong. I am obsessed.
It's like an earwig, that song. It gets in there and then it won't leave.
But also, you and your boys.
Fun, right?
They're so great. You laugh with me, though.
They are 17, 15, and 10, and the fact that they did that with me tonight is a Christmas miracle.
It's not a Christmas miracle. It is a Christmas miracle, but it's also a testament to how you and Julianne parent, to be honest. You are exquisite parents. And so, bravo. I hope my kids at that age are willing to do that with me.
Well, I know that you are in the middle of some awesome parenting yourself. So I really am grateful that you decided to join the show tonight. So thank you for being here live with us.
I love your brain and I love your heart. I told you that on text. This is so special. So cool. You have gathered some of my favorite people for tonight.
It's a pretty big show tonight. It's kind of cool.
It's so cool.
And I'm super nervous. Like, as I was singing, I kept pushing my register higher and higher. And I was like, you got to bring it down, man. You're getting too out. You're getting out of there. You're nervous.
You're not being like an octave above where you started.
Caleb's patting my back. He's like, Dad, bring it down. Bring it down.
It's true. When the nerves get the best of us, the voice is the first thing to shake or to, like,
Go up. Yeah.
Go up. Yeah, our voice gets higher.
That's wrong too. Spelled wrong.
And we got to bring it down. I was curious, do you have any special little Christmas stories that you want to share tonight? Or is there
Yes, I actually would like to start us off with a blessing. I think that would be a really nice way to start. And there's this book by John O'Donohue. He's a poet, and it's a book of blessings. It's just an entire book of blessings.
It's awesome.
For any time in your life. And this one is an end of the year.
Really?
So I will start us out with an end of the year blessing. He writes, the particular mind of the ocean, filling the coastlines longing, with such brief harvest of elegant vanishing waves, is like the mind of time, opening us shapes of days. As this year draws to its end, we give thanks for the gifts it brought, like tonight, and how they became inlaid within, where neither time nor tide can touch them. The days when the veil lifted and the soul could see delight. Oh, how we needed that this year. When a quiver caressed the heart in the sheer exuberance of being here. Surprises that came awake in forgotten corners of old fields where expectation seemed to have quenched. The slow, brooding times when all was awkward, and the wave in the mind pierced every sore with salt. The darkened days that stopped the confidence of the dawn, days when beloved faces shone brighter with light from beyond themselves, like you do all the time. And from the granite of secret sorrow, a stream of buried tears loosened. We bless this year for all we learned, for all we loved and lost, and for the quiet way it brought us nearer to our invisible destination. Now let's get this thing rocking.
Let's get that going. You know, it dawned on me how very human. It's a silly thing to say, but it's an important thing to say. Just how very human life is. And we all move through it, and we all wear our masks, and we all put on our happy face. But no one really knows the things that we go through day to day, and how we carry our pain, and how we carry our hopes and our fears. And you are somebody who moves through this world so beautifully, Nikki. I'm so grateful for you jumping on this show, and I know this has been a really hard year. So especially grateful for you to join us tonight. And I think it's as much as it is to remember the joyful times of Christmas, as much as it means to be merry and joyful and bright, it's also important to take a moment for the people who are grieving and who are also sad this time of year. So that was a beautiful blessing, and it was joyful, and I appreciate you doing that. Are you going to come back on in a little bit?
I think I'm going to come back on.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think I need to come back on.
Will you one more time?
Yeah!
Good. Okay. Then I'm going to let you go. Now, you know that here on the show, you have to get yourself off the show. You have to literally, there's an
I will see my way out.
Okay.
And then I'll come back later.
I hope you'll come back and join us at near the end.
For sure. I love you.
Love you, Nikki.
Okay, bye.
Bye. I love Nikki. All right.
Cameron Matheson
Guys,
is on there.
The show is underway. This is a Merry Merry Christmas show.
Wes Brown is
I have
going
a really
live now.
special guest that I'm about to
Whoops.
bring on. I'm going to invite him on right now. Everybody.
Let Wes Brown.
Please welcome the one, the only, Wes Brown.
What's going on, buddy?
What's up, stud? How are you, brother?
I'm great. How are you? Good start.
Good. Where are you? It's nighttime right now, man.
I'm in my basement. And I dug that out of the ground just for you.
I love it. It's a set. It's just a set.
You reminded me of something, too, because you said you started off in an octave you didn't do on this last panel. Someone asked me, goes, what's your favorite Elvis Christmas song? And instead of just saying Blue Christmas, I started singing it. I go, oh, dude, you started too high. Like, but you're in it now. So
Yeah, you're in it.
here we are.
And once the train has left the station, there's really no correcting it unless you literally stop and go, okay, hold on, time out. I'm going back to square one.
Look, you're either going to hit that last note or you are, in fact, not.
Yeah. Well, I set the bar. I know. I'm hoping that you're gonna have a little gift for the fans tonight. And I'm hoping that I set the bar real low for you. I wanted to make everybody comfortable. So
Amazing, man. And you're well? Everything's good? You look
everything's good. Yeah. Everything's good. We got the little Christmas tree going on, and then in a minute here, I've got a fireplace. I'm gonna just move the camera down, and I'm gonna let the fireplace burn. And I'm hoping maybe you're gonna, croon for us here in a second.
I will. I'll do my best. We'll give it a shot.
Okay. All right. Do you want the floor? You want to do it now?
Yeah, so I was going to do the song that I wrote for our movie this year for Every Time a Bell Rings. Luckily, luckily for me, not for them, but they were trying to get a song by a pretty well-known artist, and it didn't work out for the main titles of this movie. So I asked our producers if I could give it a shot, and they approved it. So here we are.
That's awesome. That's a big deal, dude. That's cool.
It's a lot of fun when you get to combine your top two loves. It's pretty special. It doesn't happen all the time. So
Yeah. So I got a question for you. This is a real question. Did you start singing first or acting first?
I still am very new to the singing aspect of it, to be honest with you. I played in a band, played guitar and bass in a band for a rock band for a number of years before I got into acting. So I would say music came first, then the acting, and then once I started combining the two with a few pilots, one for NBC, one for E, and then Hallmark asked me to do a couple that were vocals. I started combining the two, and lucky they're still letting me do it. So we'll see how it goes.
Well, you got a gift for it. I got a script for you. It's actually kind of fun. I'm gonna let you take it, brother.
All right. Well, this is Natchez Christmas Eve. Hope you like it. Feast from far over snow. Radio starts playing old December songs. Tupelo to Jackson, Pittsburgh to the sea. You know this is gonna play sweet. Christmas lights shine on me. Put your hand in mine. Mine can't dance. No, might be snow, might be sweet southern.
Music on Instagram isn't good. Aaron Cahill. Who is Aaron Cahill?
Everything I wish for, everything I need, everything smiling.
Let me go up. Scroll up. not letting me. Should I share it out again?
Buddy, that was awesome. Beautiful, man.
I thought you left. I thought I was starting the wrong note and you left.
No, I was just giving you. I just didn't want to be like, have people look at me and so I'm panning down to this little fireplace to give you full focus, my man.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, that was awesome. You wrote that this year? You just wrote that for the movie?
I wrote that about 3 weeks before we started shooting. And the last verse wrote while we were shooting.
That's amazing. What a gift.
So the timing worked out okay.
I just got to say this, man. Anybody in the world as an actor, if you were to say, we're going to let you be the lead of a movie and we're going to let you write the music, it's a pretty amazing gift. We've got a pretty amazing gift going on.
There is, and I do truly mean this, I'm almost shaking saying this, I do not take 1 ounce of it for granted. I mean, all the people that are showing up right now, it's like, it's a pinch yourself moment. Like, so I'm so appreciative to everyone who listens to it, allow me to put myself out there. It's a really huge gift, and you're right, it doesn't happen all the time. So cross our fingers we can keep it going.
Yeah. Dude, you blessed us tonight. Thank you so much for bringing on the show, and thank you for singing. That's a huge deal, and you crushed it. Thank you.
I love you, man. Appreciate you, man.
Brother. All right, Merry Christmas to you and family, brother.
All right, love you, buddy.
See ya.
All right, I'm going to put this popcorn down and share it out again.
Okay.
Cameron Matheson.
I'm getting blown up. So what I'm going to do, guys, is if you were coming on next, like my next guest is, just wait, nice and tight, and then I'm going to invite you on, just like we're going to invite our next guest. Hey, did I come on too quick? No, came on exactly at the right time.
Did I? Okay, by the way, I've been getting Nikki's been helping me out a little bit how to come on live. You've never had me on, so I just didn't want to make sure, I want to make sure I wasn't going to mess it up, but good to see you, my man.
You didn't mess anything up. You're awesome. I'm so grateful that you are here tonight. First off, thank you. How's Colorado?
It's amazing. It's amazing. It's beautiful. It's snowy. It's Christmassy. We got our tree lights up here. So what happens is when the kids get here, when everybody shows up, we finish decorating the tree out here in our Colorado place. We got a little nice sort of mountain home up here that we always like to try and spend the holidays in when we can. So it's pretty.
That's awesome. That sounds perfect. It sounds beautiful. You've had a big year too, haven't you, this year?
Yeah, it's been a year of changes and ups and downs and certainly challenges in many ways. But in many ways, it's been a great year. I joined the cast of General Hospital and are getting to do lots of movies and stuff as well. So it's been great. The family's doing well. My son finished his first semester in college, and my daughter's killing it. And so there's lots to celebrate.
Yeah. And you guys have a tradition in your home every year. And is it you that reads it, or was it your dad that reads it?
Yes, you're right. So
Hello.
Chris reached out and asked if I'd sing a little song for the show. And by the way, I'm hunched over like this because I see I need to be lower. I need a lower seat, but if you get your camera up a little bit too, that'll work either way. That's a great idea. Let me try that. Let me see if I can just tilt this a little bit without it falling over backwards. Oh, there you go. Yeah. A little MacGyver move. So yeah, every year, Christmas Eve, we have a tradition where we read certain stories. We read the last one we read was the night before Christmas, of course. But then we read two touching stories that we feel really embody the meaning of pure giving at Christmas time. One is called The Gift of the Magi. The other one's called The Happy Prince, which is a longer story. But The Gift of the Magi is a short story by O. Henry. And instead of singing for everybody, which believe me, you don't want, you guys both sounded great. You and Wes both sounded great. I love seeing the kids, by the way, brother. So we take turns reading it, and part of the reason is it's emotional, right? It's a beautiful short story about the sacrifice, about sacrificing something that you really treasure in order to give to others, right? So it's a really beautiful indication story about how to do that, about about how this young couple does that. And it's very touching. And so we end up passing the book along. So somebody would read a little bit, and then they'll start getting teared up and broken up.
Right. They're like, I got it. You take it.
And the book just keeps passing back and forth. So in all honesty, I was thinking this because I did a little prep before. I'm not sure I can get through this without getting a little teary. I'm just letting you know. I don't know if it's just like because that's my memory of reading and getting emotional with it. It's also our first Christmas without my mom, and so there's that there too. She was obviously a very big part of it. This was part of her tradition. But either way, I think it's my contribution to the show, and it's all I got.
Perfect. And you know what? I niched out a ton of time for you, so take us down the road, man.
Let me ask you this. Did you say that you had a copy? Do you want to go back and forth? Or do you want me just to kind of read and do my thing?
I've got a copy right here.
You do it. If you want, like, I don't know. It's up to you if you want to kind of back and forth, or I could just read it. I mean, it's pretty short. So
what I was gonna do, I was gonna put the camera on the fireplace so that people don't get distracted. What I'd love to do is how do I do? I was gonna shut off it's fine, people can sound each other. And I was just gonna let you go for it. So take the time and enjoy. Just tell the story. I think people would love to hear it, and I think it'll be less.
Hello.
You just do the whole thing yourself.
You got it.
Yeah.
Cameron Matheson is talking to
for having me on the show.
Christopher Pulaha on Instagram Live.
Again, the name of the short story is The Gift
I'll
of
show
the
you.
Magi. And it's by O. Henry. And here we go. If you don't know, the Magi are the wise men. So here we go. $1.87. That was all. And 60 cents of it was in pennies. Pennies saved 1 and 2 at a time by bulldozing the grocer and the vegetable man and the butcher until one's cheeks burned with the silent imputation of parsimony that such close dealing implied. 3 times Della counted it. $1. But flop down on the shabby little couch and howl. So Della did it, which instigates the moral reflection that life is made up of sobs, sniffles, and smiles, with sniffles predominating. While the mistress of the home is gradually subsiding from the first stage to the second, take a look at the home. A furnished flat at $8 per week. It did not exactly beggar description, but it certainly had that word on the lookout for mendicancy squad. It's a word for me. In the vestibule below was a letterbox into which no letter would go, and an electric button from which no mortal finger could coax a ring.
Hello.
Also appertaining thereunto was a card bearing the name
I'll
of
show you
Mr.
again.
James Dillingham Young. The Dillingham had been flung to the breeze during a former period of prosperity when his possessor was being paid $30 a week.
Cameron
Now,
Matheson
when
on
the income
Instagram
was
Live.
shrunk to $20, the letters of Dillingham looked blurred, as though they were thinking seriously of contracting to a modest and unassuming D. But whenever Mr. James Dillingham Young came home and reached his flat above, he was called Jim and greatly hugged by Mrs. James Dillingham Young, already introduced to you as Della, which is all very good. Della finished her cry and attended to her cheeks with the powder rag. She stood by the window and looked out dully at a gray cat walking a gray fence in a gray backyard. Tomorrow would be Christmas, and she only had $1.87 with which to buy Jim a present. She had been saving every penny she could for months with this result. $20 a week doesn't go far. Expenses had been greater than she had calculated. They always are. Only $1.87 to buy a present for Jim, her Jim. Many a happy hour she had spent planning for something nice for him, something fine and rare and sterling, something just a little bit near to be worthy of the honor of being owned by Jim. There was a pier glass between the windows of the room. Perhaps you've seen a pier glass in an $8 flat. A very thin and very agile person made by observing his reflection in a rapid sequence of longitudinal strips, obtain a fairly accurate conception of his looks. Della, being slender, had mastered the art. Suddenly she whirled from the window and stood before the glass. Her eyes were shining brilliantly, but her face had lost its color within 20 seconds. Rapidly, she pulled down her hair and let it fall to its full length. Now, there were two possessions of the James Dillingham Youngs in which they both took a mighty pride. One was Jim's gold watch that had been his father's and his grandfather's. The other was Della's hair. The Queen of Sheba lived in the flat across the air shaft. Della would have let her hair hang out the window someday, just to dry, to depreciate her Majesty's jewels and gifts. Had King Solomon been the janitor with all his treasures piled up in the basement, Jim would have pulled out his watch every time he passed just to see him pluck his beard from envy. So now Della's beautiful hair fell about her, rippling and shining like a cascade of brown waters. It reached below her knee and made itself almost a garment for her. And then she quickly did it up, again nervously and quickly. Once she faltered for a minute and stood while a tear or two splashed on the worn red carpet. On went her old brown jacket, on went her old brown hat. With a whirl of skirts and with a brilliant sparkle still in her eyes, she fluttered out the door and down the stairs to the street. Where she stopped, the sign read, Madame Sofroni, hair goods of all kinds. One flight up, Della ran and collected herself, panting. Madame, large, too white, chilly, hardly looked the Sofroni. Will you buy my hair? Asked Della. I buy hair, said Madame. Take your hat off. Let's have a look at the sights. Down rippled the brown cascade. $20, said Madame, lifting the mass with a practiced hand. Oh, in the next 2 hours, tripped by on rosy wings. Forget the hashed metaphor. She was ransacking the stores for Jim's present. She found it at last. It surely had been made for Jim and no one else. There was no other like it in any of the stores, and she had turned all of them inside out. It was a platinum fob chain, simple and chaste in design, properly proclaiming its value by substance alone, and not by meretricious ornamentation, as all good things should do. It was even worthy of the watch. As soon as she saw it, she knew that it must be Jim's. It was like him, quietness and value. The description applied to both. $21 they took from her for it. She hurried home with the 87 cents in her pocket. With that chain on his watch, Jim might be properly anxious about the time in any company. Grand as the watch was, he sometimes looked at it on the sly account of the old leather strap that he used in place of a chain. When Della reached home, her intoxication gave way to a little prudence and reason. She got out her curling irons and lighted the gas and went to work repairing the ravages made by the generosity added to love, which is always a tremendous task, dear friends, a mammoth task. Within 40 minutes, her head was covered with tiny, close-lying curls that made her look wonderfully like a truant schoolboy. She looked at her reflection in the mirror long, carefully, and critically. If Jim doesn't kill me, she said to herself, before he takes a second look at me, he'll say I look like a Coney Island chorus girl. But what could I do? Oh, what could I do with $1.87? At 7 o'clock, the coffee was made, the frying pan was on the back of the stove, hot and ready to cook the chops. Jim was never late. Della doubled the fob chain in her hand and sat on the corner of the table near the door that he always entered. Then she heard his step on the stairway down on the first flight, and she turned white for just a moment. She had a habit of saying little silent prayers about the simplest everyday things, and now she whispered, "Please, God, make him think I'm still pretty." The door opened, and Jim stepped in and closed it. He looked thin and very serious. Poor fellow, he was only 22, and to be burdened with a family. He needed a new overcoat and without gloves. Jim stopped inside the door as immovable as a setter at the scent of a quail. His eyes were fixed upon Della, and there was an expression in them that he could not read, and it terrified her. It was not anger, nor surprise, nor disappointment, nor horror, nor any of the sentiments that she had been prepared for. He simply stared at her fixedly with that peculiar expression on his face. Della wriggled off the table and went for him. "Jim, darling," she cried, "don't look at me that way. I had my hair cut off. I sold it because I couldn't have lived through Christmas without giving you a present. It'll grow out again. You won't mind, will you? I just had to do it. My hair grows so awfully fast. Say Merry Christmas, Jim, and let's be happy. You don't know what a nice, beautiful, nice gift I have for you." "Cut your hair off?" asked Jim, laboriously, as if he had not arrived at the patent fact, yet even after the hardest mental labor. "Cut off and sold it," said Della. "Don't you like me just as well, anyhow? I'm me without my hair, ain't I?" Jim looked about the room curiously. "You say your hair is gone," he said, with almost an air of idiocy. "You needn't look for it, Della. It's sold, I tell you." "Christmas Eve, boy, be good to me, for it went for you. Maybe the hairs of my head were numbered," she went on with a sudden serious sweetness, "but nobody could ever count my love for you. Shall I put the chops on, Jim?" Out of his trance, Jim seemed quickly to wake. He enfolded Della. For 10 seconds, let us regard with discreet scrutiny some inconsequential object in the other direction. $8 a week, or $1 million a year, what is the difference? A mathematician or a wit would give you the wrong answer. The Magi brought valuable gifts, but that was not among them. This dark assertion will be illuminated later on. Jim drew a package from his overcoat pocket and threw it on the table. "Don't make any mistake, Del," he said. "About me, I don't think there's anything in the way of a haircut or a shave or a shampoo that could make me like a girl any less. But if you unwrap that package, you may see why you had me going for a while at first." White fingers and nimble tore at the string and paper, and an ecstatic scream of joy, and then, alas, a quick feminine change to hysterical tears and wails, necessitating the immediate employment of all the comforting powers of the lord of the flat. For there lay the combs. Combs, side and back, that Della had worshipped for long in a Broadway window. Beautiful combs, pure tortoiseshell with jeweled rims, just the shade to wear in the beautiful vanished hair. They were expensive combs, she knew, and her heart had simply craved and yearned over them without the least hope of possession. And now they were hers. But the tresses that should have adorned the covered ornaments were gone. But she hugged them to her bosom, and at length she was able to look up with dim eyes and smile and say, "My hair grows so fast, Jim." And then Della leaped up with a little like a singed cat and cried, "Oh, oh!" Jim had not seen his beautiful present. She held it out to him eagerly upon her open palm. The dull, precious metal seemed to flash with a reflection of her bright and ardent spirit. "Isn't it a dandy, Jim? I hunted all over town to find it. You'll have to look at your watch 100 times a day now. Give me your watch. I want to see how it looks on it." Instead of obeying, Jim tumbled down on the couch. Instead of obeying, Jim tumbled down on the couch and put his hands under the back of his head and smiled. Story, but guys, I knew this was going to come. I made it a lot further than I thought. Let's keep going because this is important. This is beautiful. Said, let's put our Christmas presents away and keep them a while. They're too nice just to use at present. I sold the watch to get the money to buy your combs. And now suppose you put the chops on. Magi, as you know, were wise men, wonderfully wise men who brought gifts to the babe in the manger. They invented the art of giving Christmas presents. Being wise, their gifts were no doubt wise ones, possibly bearing the privilege of exchange in case of duplication. And here I have lamely related to you the uneventful chronicle of two foolish children in a flat who most unwisely sacrificed for each other the greatest treasures of their house. But in a last word to the wise of these days, let it be said that of all who give gifts, these two were the wisest. Of all who give and receive gifts, such as they are wisest. Everywhere they are wisest. They are the Magi.
Thank you, Cameron.
Sorry, guys. I got a little. I thought I was going to make it too.
That was beautiful, man.
But it's a touching story for me, and of course I'm having reread it with my mom, and this is the first time without her. So it's
No
a beautiful
apology
thing,
needed.
and something that I'm cherishing. So these tears are it's all beautiful emotion. I hope you guys know it's not a sad thing in any way, but I love that story.
Cameron, thank you so much, man, for doing this for us.
Absolutely, brother.
This happens to be my wife's favorite Christmas story. And we met, like the first year that we met. She's like, have you ever read The Gift of the Magi by Owen?
Really?
Of course, I'd heard and seen the Disney adaptation of it or whatever. But yeah, it's a beautiful story. So when you said you wanted to read this, I jumped on it. I was like, yes.
Oh, that means a lot. That's really nice to hear. I'm so happy to hear that.
Yeah, and your reading was beautiful. Thank you, Cameron.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you so much, man.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Grateful for you all, and thanks, Chris, for doing this, my brother.
Of course, man. Merry Christmas, man.
Okay, man. I just close out here.
Yeah, hit the exit. You're gone.
Okay, bye, guys.
Merry Christmas.
Bye.
That was beautiful. You there? All right. Who else is gonna drop in tonight?
Paul Green.
Let's take a look, shall we? You ready? Hey, Brooke.
Hi,
Brooke
okay,
Dorsey.
it's saying right now that it's having trouble loading. But you see me just fine?
Yeah,
I
we see you
just
fine.
Okay.
And you're on. You're here. Welcome
Hi,
to the show.
everyone.
How are you?
I'm really good. That was really beautiful.
Wasn't that beautiful?
Yes. Oh, wow.
He choked up. I started choking up. I was behind the camera and I was like, oh man. And then I was reading along with him, and it really is such a beautiful story. It was his idea. It was such a great idea to read that, because people actually hear it in its entirety, but it's a really special story.
Yeah, my stepmom was actually telling me all about that story. She's like, they should make that into a Hallmark movie. And she was going on about it last time I was home for Christmas. So, yeah.
How are you doing? Are you in LA? Are you in Toronto? Or where are you right now?
I'm in LA. I got rerouted back here. I was supposed to be in Toronto. So, which is why I don't have all the Christmassy things going on, because I was supposed to be in Canada decorating my place there. But I
Did you have a fire?
I got the fire for y'all. Yeah,
That's all you need.
Burn my hair as I do this, but
That's all you need.
yeah.
So it's like a little drop in, right? Like we're having a party, Christmas party, and people are dropping in. And I know that I'm not going to ask you to sing, but do you happen to have first off, congratulations. I don't want to make it about us, but congratulations on the movie. That was a really fun movie, and you did fantastic. I think it's the first time we've had a chance to talk about it publicly since it debuted. So good job on the film.
Good job to you. No, the whole
You did
thing
a
was
really good job.
nothing but a joy.
Christopher Palaha and Brooke
Do you have
Dorsey.
any fun Christmas stories that you want to tell, or a Christmas memory? Anything you want to add?
On Instagram.
I just wanted to pay homage, pay tribute to my Aunt Carol, who she's sort of the glue in our family in terms of Christmas and getting the family together and keeping us together. And she started this really beautiful tradition about 20 years ago. Her house is the main house that we all gather at every year with the decorations and the singing and the food. And she just decided that, we were all old enough, we all had everything we needed, and we became increasingly difficult to shop for. And she said, let's adopt a family and give them all the presents. So our tradition turned into getting together, coming with all the gifts that we had bought for this family, anything that they had said that they need, and getting together, wrapping these gifts. And it was always like a potluck dinner, so we were sharing in everything. And we would wrap these gifts together as a family as we would sing songs, and we did this for about, like I said, 15 years. And then Christmas morning, all the gifts would get delivered to the family that needed them. That's so it's just like a really beautiful tradition that she started and taught all the new kids that came into the family that, Christmas is forgiving and above everything else.
That's really beautiful, Brooke. That's really cool. Yeah. Are you going to keep that tradition going in your family, you think?
I would love to, yeah, because she's kind of, it's become really difficult for her at this stage in life. So it's something my brother might adopt as time goes on. I live in LA, so I'm not around. I can't be that house that everyone comes to. Right. But when I'm back home, certainly.
Are you going to get to go home? Are you going home?
I will get to go home. Yeah, I'm going to go home on the 23rd. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So you're kind of close, but you'll be home for Christmas.
Yeah.
Good. Well, Brooke, thank you for stopping by tonight.
Thank you. This is a beautiful community you have.
Really appreciate you jumping on this show and being a part of it.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Yeah. We'll talk again. There's plenty of reasons for you and I to keep chatting. Again, so proud of the work that you did in that movie. I watched it with my family yesterday. We were looking at little parts of it, and there were things that you did that were just so good, and it was fun work. So good job.
Yeah, I loved working with you.
All right.
So, Merry Christmas and
Merry Christmas.
Hello to your whole community.
All right, bye.
Bye.
All right, guys, that was Brooke Dorsey. Now, my next guest is going to sing a song or two.
Paul.
Are you ready? Are you ready? For all you greenies out there.
What's going on, big guy?
There you are.
Yeah, I'm doing good. Look at this crowd that showed up to see all these amazing people together.
Say, you and I have now talked human exchange that we shared. And I'm grateful that you were here tonight. And I'm so appreciative of you sharing your talents with this group, and also just, it's awesome. So thank you so much.
You're welcome. I've been hearing about you for a long time. We have some mutual fans that are like, Paul, you have to have Chris on your podcast, and then they've been just like, we have to. And I've heard that you and I started doing something at home for fans, like when we were all stuck in quarantine. You were around the same time.
I think we started right. Fans would be watching you sing, and then about a half an hour into my show, I get this dump of fellow Green fans that would come in, and you have wonderfully loyal fans and a wonderful community. And I heard that there's cause for great celebration in your household these days. Congratulations, Daddy. Number 2 for you, yeah?
All right. I don't know if there's a better Christmas gift in the world than a Christmas baby. I mean, we got it. We have he arrived in time for Christmas, and it's going to be one of those, these babies that are born at this time are called alpha babies. That's like, I guess it's the end of the Z. And it's also, they're like, the COVID babies are really special because they're only around people that really love them, and they're not exposed to like a lot of influence or overstimulation. So they're this whole generation that was born during COVID. They have this unique thing because everything was so quiet.
Wow, you're right. I didn't think about that.
Another gift.
Everything was standing still.
Yeah.
You know, in ancient times, when a bride and the groom got married, they were told to go live in a tent for a year and just be with each other. And they weren't supposed to go work. They weren't supposed to go do anything other than just be with each other and love on each other. And it's interesting because quarantine was either that for couples, and you get quarantine babies like you got,
or they get divorced,
or it was quite the opposite. Right. Well, brother, you're gonna sing a song or two, yes, sir?
Yes. This is
okay.
Yeah. Thanks for having me on, man. This is great. I love your story, Cameron. I'm not sure if you're still here. And I didn't know that Wes Brown, like, or you, I didn't know everybody was singers. It's like we gotta like create something.
We gotta do a show. Yeah, like a
legit, well-produced show with good sound. We have to do something really cool together. I think.
Yeah, well, we will do that. That's the plan. I'm gonna point my camera to the fire just so people can chill out and watch you, and then and I'll let you take the floor, brother.
Okay.
Paul Bean, everybody.
Sounds good. Sounds great. Well, this song is called "The Stone," and around Christmas time, it's a song I wrote when I was young, and then I've kind of tweaked it around here and there as I've gotten older, oldish. This song, I added a Christmas verse to it, and I recorded it kind of recently. So this is "The Stone." Good tidings. Why are you weeping? The one you're seeking, he's no longer here. Tell me, where have you laid him? So I can take him. Yet it feels so near. So why do you doubt me? Open your eyes. Put your hands here. Here unto my eyes. Place your hands here. You will realize.
Brother.
Pumpkin spice dark chocolate holiday edition.
That's an original. You wrote that yourself, yeah?
Yeah, I did.
Man, I went online and did a little snippet, and I found you performing that at Carnegie Hall.
Yeah, like, I mean,
With
crazy.
a full orchestra and a choir behind you, and like a dream come true for any.
It was crazy. You know, you were talking to Wes just about pinching ourselves. So, like, I worked with this director on a film called Buttons. It's actually a Christmas movie. And in the movie is Dick Van Dyke and Angela Lansbury and Jane Seymour. And they somehow, the producers liked the Christmas movie I did, and they asked me to play this character. And at the end of it, I showed him a cover I did of Hallelujah. We were just talking, he was really into music, the director. And he's like, every year I direct this thing for 12 years at Carnegie Hall for Kate Winslet's Autism Foundation. He said, do you want to come and do Hallelujah with 200 choir and 100 part symphony at Carnegie Hall? And I was like, wait, what? And then he asked me back last year to do this film, or 2 years ago before COVID, to do that song.
That's amazing. A great story. You got one more for us?
Yeah. And this is from my new album. It's called Feels Good. And it's sort of like about falling in love during Christmas time. And so this is from my new record. And it feels good.
Okay. Take it away.
All right, buddy. It's shorter than that last one. Stay along with me. Let's see where this road goes. It's like that we let's go outside and feel when it's snow. This is it's only gonna grow. Down in my have a dance. Come on and take a chance. See what coincides with us. Like an ocean of my books and burned by rust. What if
My phone's at 1%. Is anyone listening with me? Or should I end this broadcast? Merry Christmas, everyone.
I love that, man. That was beautiful. I didn't want to sing along with you because I didn't want to clip your audio. Oh, right. I moved and I was jamming. Dude, can I buy that? Where can I?
It's on iTunes or Spotify or and I did it in Nashville actually. Oscar Hog, what's his name? Everybody. Big Boss Hog. Big Boss Hog. Don't worry about it. I did it in Nashville really recently. Actually, I just finished it, and some of the songs I wrote like